How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Oh, I'm so shiny. Hey, let's get Instagram on, although my phone is almost dying here, so I need to leave it on charge and somehow have it hanging on here without falling off. Let's see if we can make that happen. I'm not sure that we can, but we will give it a good go. Anyway, hello, welcome to the Deliberate Millionaire stream. I am Rosemary Nonny Knight. Ooh, what's happened? No, come back. I'm Rosemary Nonny Knight. I am the prosperity minister and a business coach for action-oriented, spiritual people determined to thrive, to prosper, to make at least six figures whilst living in their purpose. I help you leave behind the pain, the limiting beliefs of the past, so that you can rise victorious in your true design life. I believe your true design life is a life of freedom, fulfillment, financial abundance, a love-drenched life, if you will claim it. And that's kind of what we're talking about this evening, because this evening I just came back. I went out with my my personal trainer. I do this boot camp every Sunday, and it's amazing. I absolutely adore it. This is one of those things where I said a big yes in my life to expand my life somewhat, because I was a bit scared of doing this boot camp. And I'm doing it now for about 18 months or more, and I love it, love it, love it, love it every Sunday. But anyway, this guy is having a good milestone birthday, and so we got together outside of the gym, and we got to and I got to listening to his brother, listening to him, and seeing some of his journey, seeing some of his story. And it reminds me of the clients that I work with, the brave ones. Okay, not everybody's so brave, but the brave ones, like this personal trainer of mine. What he did was he was working in an area of life that he didn't want to be working in. So I think he was working as a mechanic or something, and he didn't love it. And so he started to try to find a way. So he started doing different things. And his brother was explaining this, that it took him a little while to actually find the thing that he really loves to do. And now that he's our personal trainer, he absolutely adores it. But it took him some time to get to this place where he was doing it. And I mean, he's spoken about this to me ages ago. And I praised him then, because it takes courage. And not many people have the courage to find what they actually love to do. Most people end up settling in a life that is far less than what is possible for them. And then they tell themselves, oh, well, I like the job well enough. But this is the thing, you spend most of your life working. A lot of your life is spent in the workplace, or whether you're working from home, working, whatever. Even if you're a parent, you know what, to me, even being a parent is like a full-time occupation. If you are a stay-at-home parent and you don't want to be, it is life draining. If you are not a stay-at-home parent and you want to be, and you're out there in the world trying to do some marketplacey stuff, that is draining. Figuring out what you would love to do and finding a way to make it profitable, I don't care what it is absolutely possible for you. And because I talk a lot about living in your purpose, and sometimes spiritual people have a tendency of making this purpose thing some way out there. I can't find it, unless the heavens open and an angel comes down with a scroll and tells me exactly what it is I'm supposed to be doing in my life, then I can't do it. And and they don't, and that gives them permission to never try to figure out what it is that they're about. Now, I do not believe in any way, shape, or form that people do not know their purpose. I believe you do know. Now, I do believe also that you may have gone through life being told what to be. It's like, for ages, I was told that I need to be a pharmacist. And so I didn't take the time to really think through what I wanted. But I still kind of knew what I wanted. I just didn't think it was possible for me. So you start, because you spend so much time shutting down what you would like to do. So when someone does ask you what you want, you don't know anymore. And I get that. But the answer is still within you. The thing is, it takes courage. It takes courage for you to finally realize that if you are going to make the most of your life and actually do what you love and do it profitably, you're going to have to let go of the thing you do not love. You don't have to do it all at once, okay? When I came out of pharmacy, I did not let go of pharmacy immediately. We're still responsible human beings with responsibilities. I transitioned out of it. So as I increased the other things I was doing, I decreased what I was doing in pharmacy until I didn't have to do it anymore. And I think we're on this journey. I'm not going to lie. There were times when I had to return to doing things that I didn't that weren't my end goal, but I needed some money to come through. So I had to do things in between to tide me over in some ways until the thing that I really wanted to do, started to make more money. And there's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of people don't have the courage to do this stuff. You tell yourself you're stuck. and that, you're being practical and that you have to be reasonable and you have no choice. Why would you do this to yourself? Why would you do this to yourself? You do know what you want. Maybe you have just really practiced at not allowing yourself to want what you want, but you can change that around and you can start taking steps. And there's guidance available to you if you will use that guidance. Some of y'all, you get to your 40s, your 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever. You're so set in your ways that now you're looking. So it's like I'm offering to help you get very clear on what your purpose is, and then also help you come up with a step-by-step strategy to make money whilst doing it. But you don't believe that. You tell yourself, I've tried things like that before and they haven't worked for me. And so that gives you permission not to try anymore, to stay stuck in the wrong life. You've tried the wrong life and it doesn't work for you, but you tell yourself that you can stay there because it's familiar. Come on, seriously. It's crazy. It's crazy what you're doing to yourself. I understand that it took me quite a good long years of getting to this place where I feel really confident in what I'm doing. It took me a while. It took me a while of trying this and trying that and changing this and doing all of this and listening to people around me telling me, oh, why are you doing it this way? And how it's not practical and it's never going to work and blah, 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 and you should just give it up and go back to work and blah, blah. And even me inside of myself starting to wonder, am I just deceiving myself? Will it ever work? Am I deceiving myself? Am I not being practical? Am I being too wishy-washy? Because we are visionary people. So we're visionary people. We have these big ideas, big dreams. There's so much you would like to do. But then starting and going all the way through with something and making that work, because you do need to reach financial stability with something. And then you can start to get to financial abundance. But sometimes getting to financial stability, when you're still trying to find your way around, what do I really want? It can take some time and it can take courage to back yourself continually. Because especially if, like me, you already trained in a particular career and you took a lot of time to get there. So I used to say it took me 25 years to become a pharmacist. And because I had to go through all the schooling, I had to do certain things in order to get there. And so then the idea of trying to start something new can feel a little bit like, oh, can I really go through all of that again? Yes, you can. If it is something that you really want to do, is it not worth it? Is it not worth it? Because like for me, I know that I intend to be here until I'm 120 and I don't intend to retire. So I wanted to find something that I did not want to retire from. But it took courage. It's not the normal way to think. The normal way is to, particularly for our generation, and we've watched our parents just kind of give up their dreams and just, do whatever is necessary to, especially if you're like first generation immigrant or second generation immigrant, you saw your parents coming from a different country and doing whatever they needed to do to kind of keep food on your table and all of that. And then suddenly here you are telling yourself that you can make money doing what you love. What makes you so different from your family and all of that? I get it. I get why this stuff would be in your mind. But can I encourage you to please do not deny yourself. Do not deny yourself the joy of living in your purpose and doing it profitably. People will talk. You don't need to listen to them. Do not let what they say impact your courage and your belief in yourself. And when you find that your belief is getting shaken because it's taking longer than you thought it was going to take to get to where you want to go, remind yourself that you are one with the divine. You are powerful. You are one with the divine. You are limitless. What you decree must come to pass. And so therefore decree that you get to live profitably in your purpose and then refuse to quit until you are living profitably in your purpose. This is your life. You get to choose to live it however you want to, but it takes courage. I get that, especially when everybody around you is giving in and just kind of settling for nothing. I get it. And yet I invite you to really love yourself enough to live profitably in your purpose, live profitably doing what you actually love to do. It is possible for you. It is absolutely possible for you, but it will take some courage. I encourage you strongly to let me help you. Let me help you distill out these ideas within you and really pick on one thing that you can focus on for a period of time, get to financial stability in it, and then even more, open up to even more things happening in your life. This isn't some kind of pipe dream thing that I'm trying to sell you here. I'm selling you your life, your fulfilled life, your fulfilled, financially abundant life. Why would you keep saying no to it? I understand you may have tried things in the past and maybe tried to do things where you're figuring it all out on your own and it didn't work. But that doesn't mean that you should stop trying. It doesn't mean you should give in. It means that maybe you're even just you're just about to break through and then you freaking stop. I understand that there's a time of muddling through, trying to figure out, what do I really want? Is this really the way I want to do it? And then you're so scared because you're worried about making sure your bills get paid and all of this. I get it. But this is it. Your vision is your permission. That you will not be left destitute because you're trying to find your way to live. As long as you make, sensible decisions, which I understand when you're in the middle of fear, it's difficult to know what is a sensible decision, which is why working with a mentor, working with a coach will support you. So you're not just operating from a place of fear. And I did that for way too long. It made everything take longer. I've seen clients do that. And when they come and work with me, then we kind of start to get there quicker. But even then, it's still going to take amount of time. If you've been 30, 40, 50 years in the wrong life, or 60 years even in the wrong life, of course, it's going to take a little bit of time. I like to say to clients, give us a year. In a year, everything can change. But then people say, oh, yeah, it's so long. And then they listen to, marketers talking about how if I just send one email, everything is going to work. And when it doesn't, they then go off and try something else, and then that doesn't work. They try something else, and they start to get jaded and tell themselves, oh, it's never going to work. It's all just a scam. Everybody's just scamming us and blah, blah, blah. No, nobody's scamming you. It's that you're trying to buy into some kind of whatever career you got into. Did it happen in one day? No, it took you being committed to a journey, to a process for a period of time. And then doing the stuff over and over again, not just pretending to do it, not just saying the words, but actually living it out daily. And this is where people drop the ball. This is where people just quit on themselves. It's not that you're doing it for anybody else. You're doing this for you so that your life matters. Your life means something. You didn't just go through your life living for what other people's agendas, other people's ideas of what success should look like, instead of figuring out what it looks like to you. Oh, why would you do this to yourself? So as my personal trainer has done this, as many of my clients have done, as I have done, I invite you to get on your purpose path, to get on the Deliberate Millionaire Path to peace and plenty, and let us start to chip away at the noise, the nonsense, and the drama so that you get clear on what is your precise path, first to financial stability and then on to financial abundance. It is possible for you. But it takes courage. You have courage. You are one with the divine. Of course, you have courage. Within you lives incredible power to create whatever it is that you set your mind to. You have what it takes. There's no mistake about you being here on this planet at this time. There is something, a difference that you're here to make. But it is in being yourself and in doing what you love to do. You will never have the impact that you want to have whilst forcing yourself to do things you do not want to do. Somebody else I was even speaking to this evening, and how she finally realized that she had been given and overworking and becoming a workaholic, doing stuff that, she liked it, but the way she was doing it did not suit her. And then she wasn't getting appreciated. And whenever you start looking for appreciation, you start feeling resentful, you know that you're off your purpose path. But she learned this the hard way. You don't have to. Although sometimes, you know what? So what if you have to learn it the hard way? Learn it. As long as you learn it, so that you get on your path. This world needs ambitious spiritual people who are living in their purpose, because there is a difference that you're meant to make. Will you please allow yourself to make it? I just wanted to reach out to you, to share this with you, and to tell you that it's absolutely possible for you to live profitably in your purpose if you will allow this to be your story. Takes courage. Yes, it does. But you have more than enough because you are one with the divine and you are not alone in trying to figure this stuff out. Stop comparing yourself to anybody else and telling yourself you should be somewhere else by now and all of that stuff that we do that keeps us away from our own purpose. Put the blinders on and focus on your path. There is a way for you to live life profitably and purposefully. There is a way. Please dare to find it. Okay, my loves, I can help you. Start by getting a copy of my book, Remove the Blocks. The link is in my bio. The link is around this video. Get the book. Come into my world. I invite you to work with me in various different ways to help you get, because there's 3 distinct things that need to be sorted if you're going to live profitably in your purpose. It is that connection with the divine. There needs to be nothing in the way of that. Your mindset needs to be sorted out. And strategy, of course. We need practical strategy in order to move you forward. I can help you with these things. Get a copy of the book first. The Remove the Blocks book, okay? As I said, it's around this video, or it's in my bio. Until the next time, my loves, please allow yourself to live profitably in your purpose. It will give you the most joy. Do not settle for a life that feels yuck. There's so much more available to you. So much more available to you. Do not deny yourself the joy of living profitably in your purpose. Until the next time, my loves, go forth and prosper. It is your divine right.